I started snowboarding in 1986.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
How you doing, Ryan Knapton?
Looks like a beautiful day.
So nice. Good morning, Nate Dogg. Buckhouse wax samples.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll give him the comparative test. Props to Jonathan for making it happen.
A wax company.
Started a wax company for a while.
All right.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Buckhouse Wax. Should we hop in line? Looks like
Yeah, I think we should.
First chair, easy, or second.
Okay. Nate Dogg 4Gs, Breckenridge, Colorado, super chair. We're going to go for first chair. So Ryan Knapton, you may recognize, freestyle carving, Dogggg snowboards. Nate Dogg 4Gs, you may recognize from first chair, opening day adventures. But you may not know that Ryan and Nate and I have been filming snowboarding for over 30 years. So this is our 33rd year of getting first chair and opening day. But we've been making snowboard films since 1999 and 2000 together. So I think we can dig up some old footage and see us ripping around in our late teens and early 20s. You may not know that we all did the pro freestyle snowboard tours. Competition days.
Tours?
So you may not know, but Nate Dogg was also in a video game. Which video game was that, Nate?
Amped 2.
Amped 2. That's how you know you make it as a snowboarder, is you are featured as a character in a video game. Any other stats we need to know about Mr. 4Gs?
Cool guy stats. I had a pro model snowboard for Solid Snowboards once.
Yeah.
So that's some checks as far as cool guy status.
That makes you official.
That was many moons ago.
Yep. But getting paid to snowboard, being in a video game.
But I get to tell kids, you know, one time I was pretty cool.
Yeah. So Nate and I are more in that groomy age, or riding the groomies and powder days. But we threw down back in the day a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
Right
we
here at
still
Breckenridge
could.
Terrain Park.
Still could. Fondest contest. I'll do my fondest trip contest mix. We went from here to Vegas to Big Bear. We filmed for a TV show. What was the show? It was like a...
It was Fox Sports Net.
Yeah.
Yep, they wanted us to cover the tour and get some behind the scenes lifestyle of the adventure, not just competition shots.
Talking about the Russian, I got kicked out of, was it Chad's? No, it was Mozart's.
Yeah, the base. Yeah. For doing what?
It was a good Southern California 4-foot snowstorm, which is weird. But I did a front flip off the second floor balcony of the bar and landed on my back in their front yard. And I broke their handrail.
Yep. So after Nate hustled people on the pool tables and helped pay for the trip, he blasted the front flip right off the rail at the bar. And they said, "You are out of here."
The hustle was the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. How fast could you solve it in those days?
I still play the Rubik's Cube almost every day.
Yeah, that's right. You are a Rubik's master.
I'm not a Ryan Knapton, but under a minute is pretty guaranteed. That's how I became sponsored by Breckenridge.
The Rubik's Cube?
The Rubik's Cube. I saw the team manager at the bar, and I was begging and pleading to be on the snowboard team for like over a year.
Were you friends with
And
them?
I had, what's that?
Friends with them, or you just knew
I
them?
knew him, not really friends.
Right.
And saw him outside of Sherpin Yetis and said, all right, here's the deal. If I can solve this Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes, will you give me a pass and a sponsorship? And he's like, if you do it in under a minute, yes. And that was always my hustle, because I could solve it in under a minute. But if you say 2, then it's like a guarantee. And sure enough, I solved it in like 56 seconds. And so the Rubik's Cube got me on Team Breck. got me that pass, got me a little money. It also got me, that was during the snowboard video game phase. So on the on the Breckenridge level, when you do well, Nate Dogg sponsors you 10 tacos for spinning a lot. So that, you know, the Rubik's Cube got me in a video game essentially.
What video game is that?
Amped 2.
Listen, if you want to join Nate Dogg and his friends and head up this weekend, Loveland will start up the lifts tomorrow morning at 8:30.
There it is, the white ribbon of living. Sun just came up over the peak. This could be the start.
Well, we're so excited to be on the show today, and with us, it's Nate Dogg. Welcome to the 9 News Studio, everybody. Well, our next guest really needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. Trailer Tom! Hey!
30 years running for first chair. I love it, you guys. I'm stoked to welcome Trailer Tom and Nate Dogg. That's dog with 4 G's, D-O quad G.
GG.
We have to hold down our positions, you know? It's like a thing in life. We gotta stick to something and do it.
We're getting first chair. It's time to pass the torch.
For 13 of the last 15 years, 76-year-old Elmer Mumpkins carried that torch. But this year, he and his shaped skis are handing it over to a bunch of shredders.
Well, I've never tried the boards. I don't intend to.
Pass the torch! Pass the torch!
So that first year, we didn't know what was to become of it, but it just started us on this path of like amazingness.
Of course, Nate Dogg with 4 G's. Nate, by the way, how many opening days have you been a part of?
Over 22.
That's all, just 22 opening days. And yet another one here, you'll have first chair coming up in about 3 hours.
Can't come soon enough. I need a nap.
Yes, don't we all, Nate? With 4 G's!
There was a rumor back in the day that you got more views on X Games because you were hitting every major network, ABC, NBC, and CBS. So, technically, for a couple years there, you were more famous than Shaun White.
I love having these two on the show today. Please welcome Nate Dogg and Trailer Tom. What's up, guys? How are you?
Ski season is underway in Colorado. The first resort opens Sunday, and on the very first lift of the morning were 2 friends who've made getting that first chair of winter their mission for more than 30 years.
Trailer Tom is here in studio. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have one of my favorite human beings on the couch today. I'm so excited. Trailer Tom, you might know him as Tom Miller. He is first chair extraordinaire.
Being on the first chairlift is really a way to honor just the whole ski and snowboard community.
Nate Dogg, he always is on the first chair here at Loveland. He was up at Keystone when they opened. He was at A-Basin, but he says this is his favorite here at Loveland.
I'm excited to get out of my sleeping bag, but not really. It was really warm in there. I slept outside on the ground.
What?
Yeah, right in front of my Jeep here.
Nate Dogg, when he told me he was sleeping outside, I thought he was lying just to make it better for TV. Nope, he really slept outside overnight in his sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's what these crazy people do, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, in that very first chair, 2 very familiar faces who've been in line for 2 days.
My name is Nate Dogg, N-A-T-E, D-O-G-G-G-G.
My name is Trailer Tom.
Nate Nadler and Tom Miller live nearby.
Pinball and snowboarding. I know everyone who's watching so far immediately knows who we're talking about because we're super famous in the pinball community for making crazy stunts with bringing pinball machines out onto the top of mountains and into rivers and into the most wild places. If you ever see a photo of a pinball machine in just some random environment out in nature, then I promise you Trailer Tom and his cohorts, Fed Schnar, had something to do with it. So that's PinPin Films, and we're gonna bring them on the show today. Thanks for joining us, Trailer Tom.
My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. It's the start of another year. Arapahoe Basin just started blowing snow. Trailer Tom and I, being such experts, we think that first chair could be anywhere from 2 weeks to a month away. We have to get our go bags ready. I'll take you through my process. Closet number 1. Find yourself a random backpack. Something to hold all your essentials and your goodies.
Nate, do you have a favorite piece in your vintage snowboard collection you can show me?
I do, and I'm kind of a nerd, but when I was growing up snowboarding, there was this gentleman by the name of Tarquin Robbins. He had the best, most amazing style out there. This was his pro model snowboard. Even more so, this was a pre-production, one of 5 of his pro model snowboard that was built. But when I started snowboarding, his style was so amazing, and I always wanted that board. You can't find them, they're all broke, cut down. But it is my favorite. I'm building, as you can see, my collection has a little over 300 snowboards in it now. Gosh, I've got maybe 7 in the mail from just purchases this week. My basics, I'm not gonna go out and buy food because I could be there for a month. Food goes bad in a month, non-refrigerated. Welcome to my humble home. Long underwear bottom, the long underwear top, solid pair of snowboard socks. Wu-Tang, it's for the children. So I've got those 3 luxury layers because you will spend weeks in the same luxury layers. So during the day I'm in flip-flops and shorts. At night I put on my comfy socks, my comfy undies. Sunglasses don't need, I'll be wearing sunglasses as I drive there. Shorts and flippies. We're feeling good. Now to the office. Are figuring out little things like what board to ride. Basic essentials, gloves, hat, goggles, puffy coat, keep that warmth in. I'll be sleeping in that thing for a solid 2 weeks. More warmth makes it comfy. We've had those negative 20-degree days. Old Faithful, first chair, baklava, or whatever. Baklava's a dessert. Baklava, balaclava. Full box of hand warmers. Boot. I've got my snowboard right here. I know I've got some choices, but I think that's the one I'm gonna rock for first chair because it is last year's board that I just rode a few days. I have snow pants upstairs. Gonna go grab those, throw them in here. Black Snow Master, kind of my first snowboard, a lot of people's first snowboards. And then the Stoke was there. Finding the right people to enjoy the pastime with was huge because that really built up my love for snowboarding. Being part of history, A, through snowboarding and B, through first chair, was always huge. As I've always told people, my biggest thing growing up is I didn't want to be famous, I just wanted to be relevant. I had the opportunity to join my best friend, Trailer Tom, out on a first chair adventure. Sitting in the parking lot for, I think it was almost 2 weeks that first year, saying it's ours. There's no fight, there's no battle, we're doing it. Trailer Mom came, delivered us snacks and cookies and all that fun stuff.
Roxy hasn't made 29 chairs because she's only 12, but she's made 12 first chair support teams.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Roxy.
So we could sustain in the parking lot for that long. So that first year, we didn't know what was to become of it, but it just started us on this path of like amazingness. You know, we built a lot of infamy off of a first chair. The second year came and we knew what to do. It was almost secondhand nature. We were there. We put in the time. And then it became easier and easier. We have been offered a lot of stuff to be joined on first chair with us. Whether it be maybe some makeout sessions or large wads of cash. Turned down everything because we're in it for the cause. We're in it for the first chair. And then the legacy had started. a 1 year to 2 year to 5 year to 10. Oh my gosh, we're at 20. Last year 30. It's something unrivaled. One of my great memories was a 2-foot snowstorm. The day and night before opening day. And we loaded up, Fedge Canar, his Fedge finder, tow rope behind it, rallying in the parking lot like it was wakeboarding. It was a super fun night. Those days, first chair was more of an event. It was a party. You know, we had bonfires in the parking lot. Everybody had tents or RVs. You know, nobody'd stay there as long as us, but the 2 days prior was chaos. Maybe too many adult beverages, but just utter fun. You know, the camaraderie and the high fives. You see the same people every year. But those first memories were the huge ones. Really instilled us with the we got to keep doing this attitude.
Can you describe the excitement, the anticipation leading up to opening day?
I don't know if I can really describe it. Excitement, anticipation, maybe like a 6-year-old on their way to the first day of school. You know, that excitement. I'm excited but scared. You know, that initial drive up there when you're ready to set your gear, sit in line, get your chair ready. That is highly stressful. You don't know if somebody's there like, I'm taking it this year. So that anticipation is huge. Getting there, walking your snowboard up to that maze and setting it on the snow to where you can raise your hands and say touchdown. You know, I'm here. It's claimed. Then the fun starts, you know, like excitement is mixed with anxiety. You got to make sure your game plan is on, your gear is set, your body is set, you're mentally prepared to sit under the stars for multiple nights in a row. So you have all these, just a whirlwind of anxiety, excitement, being tired. You're like, do I have everything? You're overthinking. Can I work from my phone? Can I do this? You know, like, how do you manipulate your schedules? I have 3 jobs, but I still manipulate my schedule to where I use all my paid time off, I get away, and I make this happen. It's one of my most important things of the year.
In the job description before you're signing up for some of those jobs, hey, this is my thing.
Well,
do it.
That's what I say during my hiring process. Like, just to let you know, September, October, maybe November, I'm gonna need some time off. This is my thing. This is what I do. I'm a hard worker and I'm worth that time off. And, you know, I've had no complaints yet. I first learned that it was a tradition when we sat to get first chair at Loveland Ski Area. The lifties, even though we were there for days, told us we could not have first chair because old man Elmer Mulkins had been doing this for so many years. So he kind of got this legacy, this clout, this ability to always have first chair just because he did it for so long. We caused enough of a ruckus to get that first chair from him. But knowing that everybody there knew him, everybody there stuck up for him to have the ability for first chair. Because he rolled in at 2 in the morning, slept in his car as it was running, and then meandered up to first chair. So it was awesome to know that it was possible, but I think that, you know, we've slept at the chair on the snow multiple days in a row. We worked hard to say we deserve this, we own it. And ever since then, we've just continued to build our legacy. You know, I've had purple toes and black toes for 3 weeks after first chair because, you know, it's cold out there. It's not the easiest position. It's not like you roll up 3 hours before that bull wheel starts turning and you're like, okay, I'm first. No, you know, the effort is worth the reward. Every year when the news cameras come for that opening day first chair and they're like, where is Nate Dogg? They might not even know I'm there or not. They just assume I am because that's what I'm known for. That first high fives of the season is just the best memories. You know, just last year we had 10 people come up, say, what's up Trailer Tom, what's up Nate Dogg? We aren't waiting in line, we knew you would be here. Long time no see, we just want to say hello. You know, so like the tradition of just people knowing you're there is kind of a huge one for me.
What makes that first run down the mountain after being on the first chair so special?
You know, a lot of people race to the bottom. You may have had first chair, I'll be the first one down. That's awesome, good for you. For me, I just like, it's this zen feeling. Like I almost close my eyes, I breathe really deep. I really work on just a quick edge control, get my feet and board feeling like they should. But it's just that feeling of being, you know, zen and feeling blessed to be able to start another ski snowboard season. That's the best part about the first run. You know, the sun is just creeping over the mountains, the light is right, the air is crisp, you're just feeling all these nostalgic feelings, and you're just like, my heart patters and feeling great. The season starts when Nate Dogg, Trailer Tom, and friends have started the season in front of you. That's, I think, the biggest thing, because you see that article in the newspaper, you see us on the news, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been enjoying fall and summer. I need new boots, I need new bindings, I need this, I need this. I need to start getting my life in order because winter is here. So I think that's what we do for the industry. Is like, we bring the stoke to everybody who doesn't live in the snow community, as well as people who live in the snow community, but like, we are the starters of the season. My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. And you can, yep, I'm doing it. But 7 years in, you're gonna be like, well, why did I start this journey? You know, so it just takes the heart of champions that we have to make this happen. It was also a lot easier back in our earlier days. You know, I bet you the number of snowboarders, skiers has multiplied 100 times since when we first started first chair. I'm excited, I'm anxious, as we spoke of. Another year is upon us, and more smiles are upon us. You know, if we can continue this for another 30 years, I'm more than happy to. You know, so 30 years in any sport to have any consistency is not heard of.
Yeah, usually they're short careers in the sporting world.
Because you never know what the future holds. You can keep striving for this goal, but, you know, all good things do come to an end. When? Could be this year, could be in 15 years, who knows? I constantly live with a sleeping bag and a sleeping pad. It's always in my vehicle, ready for any situation. But that way I don't have to pack it. A lot of these places, obviously you can't bring a tent, so you're sleeping outside. So my sleeping bag is like 20 years old, 40-degree bag, but it's held strong, and you throw some hand warmers in there and it stays warm throughout the night. That was a Trailer Tom trick I learned just last year. Other than that, I just freeze. Okay, so here we go. Season is starting. We're doing our laps. We've got our important items packed in our bag. Boots, board, all layers. We'll hit up the grocery store on the way there, get our food and sustenance for the time being. But other than that, we are here. We are ready. The party is on.
Right on, we'll see you up there.
Yepper pepper. First chair coming at us one more year.
The fall is upon us. That means opening day is right around the corner. And of course, first chair. Can't wait. There's some snow way up on the peaks up there near A-Basin. And that's Keystone in the background here. I'm Tom Miller, aka Trailer Tom, as I'm known in the snowboarding universe. And out here at Keystone, at the base of Peru, which is right behind me, the Peru lift, is where I used to start the overnight tradition of standing in line all night with my friends. When I was in middle school and high school, Keystone would actually win the race to open, be the first to open for that season. So, for example, if it was going to be Saturday, that's opening day, maybe Arapahoe Basin and Loveland would choose to open on that Saturday along with Keystone. But Keystone has night riding, so Keystone could turn on the lights and open any time. It might be before midnight, it might be a few minutes after midnight, but then technically Keystone would be the first to open for the season. Ever since I was 9 years old, the majority of my life has revolved around working in the field of small business. But I've made a point to come out once a year to go for first chair on opening day because snowboarding fuels my soul. I've produced and directed snowboard films and written books about snowboarding, but there's one tradition in snowboarding that stands out among all others. One that's become part of our legacy, and that is getting first chair on opening day of the season. To some, that may seem like a trivial pursuit, but to us first chair riders, it's a tradition filled with deeper meaning and purpose. Every fall, as the days grow shorter and the air becomes crispier, my anticipation builds. The countdown opening day at my favorite resorts in Colorado that I've been fortunate to enjoy my entire life begins. And with it, the preparation of jockeying for that coveted first chair on opening day. It's a ritual that involves sleepless nights, braving freezing temperatures, and enduring long waits in line, sometimes multiple days or even weeks. But the discomfort is a small price to pay for the reward that lies at the end. Why do I do it? I get to spend time with the world-famous Nate Dogg with 4 Gs and ride his coattails into the history books. There are so many people that support me in this tradition, and at this point, I would be totally devastated to let them down. We couldn't have done it for as long as we have without the encouragement of our supporters that cheer us on and look forward to the event on each opening day of the season. While we're in line, we do actually read and attempt to respond by typing with freezing fingers to the likes and comments and shares and the posts that people take the time to leave us on social media. And those communications really do help keep us going year after year after year, especially through those long, cold nights. I can't thank our supporters enough. Thank you so much for that love that you show us. For me, the quest for first chair is more than just a race to be the first on the lift. It represents a commitment to the sport of snowboarding and a dedication to inspire the ski and snowboard communities. Because it's a tradition that brings people together and inspires others to chase their own adventures on the slopes, or whatever they love to do most. It's our way of paying tribute to the snowboarding community. When we are standing in line, bundled up against the cold, we're surrounded by adventurers and pioneers of that new season. We share stories, laughter, and the excitement of what could come with this new season that's about to be upon us. The camaraderie in line is a testament to the spirit of snowboarding. As the line begins to form for that first ride of the new season, and the adrenaline is pumping intensely, we become a group of individuals united by a shared love of the mountain. Opening day is a good reminder that snowboarding does not always have to be a solitary pursuit. It can be this whole community experience that binds us all together. We do strive to inspire others to get out there and experience the magic of the mountains, the snow, and friendships. The tradition of first chair is a way we like to show that dedication and perseverance can lead to incredible moments and memories. By being the first on the lift, we hope to ignite the spark in others to pursue their own inspirations with intensity and enthusiasm. The mountain holds a special place in our hearts. It's where we find peace, joy, excitement, adventure, new friends while reuniting with old friends, and it's a sense of freedom as well. Getting the first chair is our way of paying respect to snowboarding and all those that love snow sports by showing our gratitude to all of them and all of the countless, priceless memories snowboarding has given us. Plus, it's a way to connect with nature and appreciate the beauty and possibilities of a fresh season. It's the snowy canvas that awaits to be carved. Over the years, the first chair really has become more than just a personal achievement. It's a tradition we share with friends that we call the first chair family. Together we form this tribe, united by our love for the sport and the mountain. We support each other, share stories of previous seasons, and cheer each other on and celebrate our victories. We hope that the first chair on opening day will symbolize the sacred bond that transcends generations, a legacy that we hope to pass on to future snowboarders in some form, like a beacon of hope. It serves as a reminder that there are still moments of pure joy and exhilaration to be found. It's a reminder of the importance of chasing your dreams, no matter how challenging the journey may be. As the sun rises on those opening days, usually the crowd erupts in cheers, and then, when the lift begins to load, another round of celebration takes place. We take our place on that first chair with a sense of pride and fulfillment. It is a lot about being first, but it's not all just about being first. It's about honoring traditions, celebrating life, and inspiring others to live out their own adventures. The legacy of first chair is one that I plan to carry on with me as my small contribution to the spirit of snowboarding, but really want to form that unbreakable bond between riders and the mountain. So we would hang out right in the spot. There'd be a bonfire going. We'd just be awaiting all night for Keystone to open. And we'd just be waiting for that moment when they'd say, okay, you guys can get on the chairlift. Back then, sometimes they wouldn't even bother to put a maze up before they started loading the chair. So you could load the chair from the right side, straight on, or the left side. It'd really just be this huge free-for-all to try to get on that first chair first. And then you hadn't been snowboarding maybe for months at a time. And so it was just this bomb down in the dark, your first run of the day, totally icy sometimes, but wouldn't change it for the world. Had a blast.
The first day of riding was Spirit Mountain in Minnesota, and I got my snowboard stolen for like 3 hours, and then the dude whoever stole it brought it back. I must have just taken it joyriding, so I got lucky there, but I kind of lost my mind.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you'd like to say for this grand opening day?
Yeah, first chair. We're here for Dogg. That's why we're here.
Dogg.
Yeah, we're on our way to A-Basin. We got Veg in the back, Veg Canar, Trailer Tom here, and you have tickets, right? Basically, it's the kickoff of being the season. Everybody gets hyped when the first chair goes down. The floodgates are open for all of the tourists and front rangers and locals, which all combine to create the community. Start the snowboard season. I'm on year 11, but I believe Trailer Tom is the 30-year program guy. And no one's doing that, and I don't think anybody's going to be that committed.
Why do you think no one's doing that?
I don't know why no one's doing that, but nobody is, and honestly, it was more of a battle even just 10 years ago, 11 years ago, before social media really kicked in. Now with all the resorts really wanting to promote their first chair of them opening, they're going to promote Trailer Tom and Dogg, like holding it down. So you're not going to get your Nightmare Snowboards crew coming up from the bar at 2 a.m. being like, we're going to get first chair, and trying to steal it from them. Because they already know that Dogg's sitting there due to their mobile devices. So yeah, it's a little less competitive now. So I would say that only the committed are going to be there. The people that are, want to make a competition out of it are just over it. Well, preparation, I just kind of pack up my stuff maybe a week before I think we might open, or
or even sooner. I kind of just never really unpacked my snowboard gear. I'm a year-round athlete. Jumping into the rivers, I wake up every morning and I do a Joe Rogan where I sit in the ice cold river for 3 minutes.
Nice.
And what that does is it enables you to be able to, you know, maintain your temperature levels, and you can deal with cold a lot better. So I think next year I'll be able to deal with sitting in the cold line, especially the A-Basin, because that sun doesn't hit until right before the chair opens. So you're sitting in freezing cold temperatures. I mean, I just kind of wait for Dogg to say, it's on, and then I just got it, you know. I first started snowboarding in about 1989, maybe 1988, probably. But I pursued it in about 1989. I didn't know it was going to be a career. I just wanted to do it, and I still am kind of like that. Career is just an added bonus on doing what you enjoy. Most embarrassing moment.
These are like getting into psychology.
Oh, well, just in life?
It could be in life. It could be
I wore my pajamas
first chair.
to school in 3rd grade. You know, I just showed up and I'm like, I had my pajamas tops on, and I was in a uniform school, so we all wore the same thing. So we all had a red shirt with a little St. patch on it, except for me, I had my pajamas on all day. Pretty, you know, it's called, back then it was embarrassing, but now when you think back, it's character building. What do you fear the most? Getting first chair taken from me. It'll be like the end of my life. I like won't know what to do with my life. I spend every day thinking about it. And if I don't get first chair, then what am I gonna do all those 364 days? That's about it. I feared nothing but not getting first chair.
Second chair nightmare.
Yeah, second chair nightmare. Can the record be beat? First chair?
So it can be beat, but
it definitely can be beat, but it has to be a very dedicated athlete. And you know, I mean, it might be beat when we are all gone and no longer on the earth. Because if Dogg's 95 and somebody's on year 29, he's gonna be like, sorry bro, and show up and take it from him on that 29th year. And you know, there's no way that it'll be beat in our lifetime. But it can be beat, yes. Why did you start getting first chair? Because I had nothing else to do with my life. No, I remember it was a Jeff Meyer, Agave Man, Dogg, Trailer Tom, and myself, 4-pack. And we were all friends, and Trailer Tom made PinPin movies, and we were a gang, and I had never done it, and they had done it a bunch, and it was a tradition, and there was a spot to get on, and I took it. That's why I did it, I don't know, but I'm obviously on year 11, and now I'm getting last chair, so it's just kind of something to do besides sit on your couch and look at your dogs, and eat bananas, make juice, eat pizza, I don't know. When I do first chair, I'll sit there and then you're at A-Basin and you wait and you freeze and you get first chair and you drop in and you do one run, you're like, I'm gonna go home and I don't really get a good feeling. I'm just sort of like, cool, I guess I'm gonna go home now. Kind of like Forrest Gump when he went, ran forever. And everybody's like, what are you gonna do now? He's like, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna go home. It's looking pretty good. What do we got? Oh yeah, we got the cover. Yeah, cover. That's what we live for. Yeah, I guess when you do get the cover of the paper and you're sitting there at Clint's and you're looking around and you're like, what up, that's me on the cover, and no one really cares except for you. But and I'm here for the engagement, collecting followers. So yeah, pretty good deal, I really liked it when I was at, I don't know, for some reason a couple years there, like, the internet would blow us up the day before, like, what are these dudes doing with their lives? Why don't they get jobs? What a bunch of losers. And like, those days I really kind of miss, and I really enjoyed that. And then you could just comment back, like, so what are you doing with your life? Commenting on Facebook. And things like that were entertaining. Your family from Minnesota can see you on the internet. But the only close call was at Wolf Creek when we had the first chair, and Davey Pitcher.
Davey Pitcher, he is the owner, the president of Wolf Creek Ski Area Family, has owned it for a long time.
Came and said, we got it, we got you guys back. And then we came back at 8 in the morning after he told us to go sleep a lot. And these hippie skiers were from Telluride showed up and they were cooking their bacon. And they claimed they had first chair. And it was all the way until the last 10 seconds where Davey Pitcher told us we could go to the lot and sleep and come back and he'd guarantee his first chair. So we came back, there was another crew in line and they were like, no, we got first chair. And they were not budging. All the way to the point where it was like, all right, we're gonna pull the plug, let people up, and when Davey shows up, we're like, Davey, you said we had first chair, and these guys are taking it from us.
He recalls.
That was our crew.
David recalls the sleeping bag folks.
You guys were here first.
They were definitely second.
First. They were in their sleeping bags. 12:40.
Had to move
Yeah.
before that, but that's when we arrived. Thank you for the tickets. Thanks for opening. Right on, guys.
Davey looks at us, looks at them, looks at us. He looks a little confused and he's like, you guys. And boom, all of a sudden he pointed at us and we were on first chair within split seconds. These Telluride bros are so pissed. But we did put in the work and sleep overnight.
We did get lucky. Yeah, they made us move because we were sleeping at the chairlift, but the snowcat was coming through. They had us to dock.
Exactly. So that's most of the resorts don't allow you to sleep at the lift.
Mission accomplished. First chair opening day.
Look at that. They got a slide bar. We could have been hitting that all last
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. You
Good
guys,
work,
that was amazing.
We can.
So last minute.
High five.
Yeah, buddy.
Does it work?
He's like, looked at us all confused. He's like, what's that? He's like, yeah.
Well, I had to like, oh, it's these guys, not these guys.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Opening day.
We haven't had that kind of struggle in a while.
Here, guys.
What up?
Fresh snow last night, so that should help the resorts open a little bit earlier. And start packing up to get in line. I'm gonna have to scrape some ice. Today could be the day that we start getting in line. Anthony, aka Big Ant, drove all the way out from Florida. Red Bull for breakfast.
Of
We're
course,
doing
every
it. First trip up to the mountain is always an intense trip. And you're hoping no one else is there in line and that you can claim your spot as the first to be there in line, waiting till the resort opens. At this point, we have no idea when that resort will open, even which resort will open first. Still the race for Keystone, Loveland, and A-Basin. I can see Keystone is blowing snow right now. Looks like they even have some snowcats pushing some snow around, so a good sign that they're working on getting closer to opening day for Keystone. I'm gonna head straight up to Arapahoe Basin right now. It's a little chilly up here. Time to trade the baseball hat for the beanie. Mountain biking and hiking closed. Dusting, fresh snow up on the top.
Yeah, that's a real good sign. You know, they don't want people on the mountain. That way they can work it out. You know, they're getting things ready here.
Just need the weather to cooperate.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's going to over the next few days. It does look like it, so.
This will be 31 years in a row.
We're snowboarding, dog.
Yeah, let's go snowboarding, Kaiser. Oh boy.
Let Kaiser get that one. Excited.
Look at, he's got his flippy floppies. That's the usual, that's the usual. Kaiser.
Hi, I'm the communications manager here at A-Basin, and we're super excited to announce that we are opening on Sunday, so just 2 days away. You can see we're making some snow behind us. It should be great. We'll have skiing and riding on high noon, and we'll see who gets first chair.
I wonder.
Crazy.
Another year, excited about
That little rocky path there.
Okay.
And then once they get the maze all done and everything like that, then we're free to go up there.
Just hanging out in line, waiting the season to open.
Brand new snowboard day.
Go up.
First chair it is.
31 years and counting. Welcome to the rest of our first chair enthusiasts. Welcome in.
Friday afternoon. A-Basin's going to open on Sunday, so inside 48 hours now. Takes a whole team to do first chair. Mom came up. Roxy came up for food delivery. Yep, her whole life she's done first chair.
Right here.
What's the situation, Chad?
Setting up my snowboard.
Now, do you use a special stance for opening day first chair?
You know what I'm gonna do? I was thinking I'm gonna narrow my stances here. Is I ride pazu now. So I'll ride 18 and positive 6. Makes riding forwards way more enjoyable. You can kind of hold your edge a little better.
You're carving?
It makes riding backwards a little more entertaining.
It's a beautiful sunset here on opening day eve. 2 days to go. That's nothing. We spent 7 days waiting in line. The longest I remember, 10 days. And that was over at Loveland. Yeah, so this is an easy wait. Fresh snow fell during the night. It is opening day eve. I think it's gonna be a powder day opening day. Hey Nate. Happy opening day eve.
Holy tight pants.
TT119, this is Disco Darren, reporting inside the portal. We're gonna need backup. The enemy is strong. I repeat, the enemy is strong. Send some backup.
Let it snow, let it snow.
I'm Matt Renew, and I'm a reporter with 9 News.
Matt, how long have you been covering these types of events?
You know, I've been doing this for like 25 years. Gotta be here because it's the deal, right? It's the biggest thing in Colorado, and one of the biggest things in the country when A-Basin, Keystone, or Loveland opens. In this case, A-Basin. So why wouldn't you be here?
It's gonna be exciting.
You guys are gonna be doing this when you're 103,
at least. At least. You're gonna turn us into robots.
You'll be out in walkers.
If we need to. What you got there, Nate?
Oh, might as well put on new snowboards for New Year's.
A new snowboard. She looks like a beaut.
Be sure you put it in with impact drivers.
You don't need a chairlift to get first slash. You just need a throttle.
Chad did not get his daily plunge in the Blue River this morning. And so he's looking for a cold plunge here near the basin. Yes. Look at her go.
I think I saw a little going over here.
Okay. He's going a minute. Holy. Intense.
First ever cold plunge, pre-share.
Arapahoe Basin. It's a tradition, new tradition.
We're out here influencing.
The freshest breath of air might be when you bust through that thing, look over Nate's way, and just
the banner break is classic.
The banner break is a classic move.
Days turn into nights as they wait in line in hopes to be the first to ride the chairlift on opening day. Through cold winds and early morning darkness, they stand vigilant, their eyes fixed on the mountain peaks, waiting for that first hint of dawn. It's just after 5 a.m. and it's still snowing. Sweet powder day for opening day. A few more folks are starting to arrive. That's always fun.
How you doing, Tom?
Doing well. Yourself, Cody?
Good. You stay warm
Nate
last
the Lifty,
night?
you know
What
it.
is all this?
You know it.
No.
It's puking.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, opening day, 5 a.m. There's a lot of snow.
What's up, guys? Happy opening day. We got some breakfast on the way.
You're the best, thank you.
So good. First chair, Trailer Tom. Thanks for breakfast.
First breakfast.
First breakfast.
Chad, in this first chair crew, you have such a accomplished snowboard career. Absolutely amazing, legendary. Probably no one else like it in the whole snowboard industry. But I would imagine that first chair's got to be like top 3 on your most proud moments.
Yeah, I mean, this is year 11, but I missed a year, so I've had 10 years of first chairs. It's pretty amazing. You see a lot of like North-based Patagonia, you know, mammoth like adventure movies on YouTube, and like basically they just get like funded to go on an expedition to go like get cold, you know, which is no different than what we've been doing. And you, Trailer Tom, have been doing this for 31 years, so like 31 years compared to like a week-long, you know, North-based expedition. I think you like have it on them, and like on anybody in Colorado. I kind of claim you as the king of Colorado because you grew up here and you've been getting first chair for over 31 years. So yeah, the first chair experience is like no other.
All right, line is forming big time. At the start of winter, a tradition awakens. As the world slumbers, a community of dedicated snowboarders and skiers embarks on a timeless journey. For them, being the first on the slopes on opening day is more than just a lift ride. It's a testament of spirit, a celebration of unity, and an affirmation of their connection to the snow-covered playground that they love.
Opening day 2023. How you guys feeling? I'm talking about. All right, we've got T-minus 45 minutes, 44 minutes exactly until first chair. Let's have a party out here. Colorado, and first opening day in the nation, 7 days a week, non-stop first chair lists until June, baby. Resort boss.
Sharing stories of past seasons, forging bonds with fellow adventurers, and stoking the fires of anticipation of the fresh season ahead. With each consecutive first chair on opening day, they leave behind the mundane and step into the realm of possibilities. They become pioneers of the new season and carve their way into the memories of historians. As the morning unfolds, the joy is infectious, spreading like a wildfire throughout the community, and comes together in a symphony of winter magic.
You good? I'm good, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go this way.
Thank you much.
There are more around.
The first chair on opening day is not just a ride. It's a symbol of dedication, a testament to the human spirit, and a reminder that in the world of snowboarding, anything is possible.
Ready? Here we go. You guys ready?
It's a gateway to dreams, a vessel carrying their hopes and aspirations into the new season.
We're number two! Thanks, guys! Hey! We're number two! And the bike's on!
Yeah, of course, as I know.
Wow,
All right, it's called the blind take-on.
The blind take-on.
Every fresh turn is a dance of freedom and accomplishment. On this 31st consecutive first chair and opening day streak, where dreams become tracks in the snow, and the journey is just as important as the record and their reputation. And so, as the crowds begin to grow and the day on the slopes continues, they reflect on their journey, a journey that began in darkness and ended in triumph.
Yeah. Hey, Dog, coming through.
High five on a well done first chair adventure. How was the first run?
It was amazing.
How was the snow?
You know, we found some powder on the edges. You know, definitely got a couple of slashes.
Cody, how was the first run?
First run was beautiful. Good, fluffy, soft turns.
Nate, how was the first run?
Oh, dude, first run's the first run. It's a great day to have a great day. Let's go. Now we're gonna go back and get some moguls for the rest of the day, I suppose.
Awesome. Switch stance mogul training.
Switch stance mogul training.
You got first, right?
You got first, you know it.
31 years at third.
31, this was 31. Right on board.
All right. Round 2.
Get it. One reason why it pays to get first chair, that line can get pretty long, pretty quick. This season I set a personal record of opening day first chair adventures. First Arapahoe Basin, then Keystone, Loveland, Copper Mountain, Powderhorn, Hoedown Hill, and Ski Cooper.
Happy opening day!
Another one in the books.
Yep.
Ruby Hill here in Denver.
This will be my 8th this season, my 2nd in the year 2024.
Cesar Hermosillo is the proper pronunciation. Look at his legacy. He's getting first chair every day. He's skiing every day. He's skiing as much as he can and holding down a full-time job. Like, is that a true ski bum life?
Do you want your great-grandchildren to know that you were known for being on the first chairlift?
Of course, because I want them to be on the first chairlift too, or at least have the same passion I have for skiing.
What does it mean to be part of the first chair family? Do words like honor, love, responsibility, faith, leadership, compassion, teamwork come to mind?
Trust, you know, stoke. It's about the connection that we make with each other. The stoke or the mountain, we're all here for one reason. We may not all hang out with each other during the summer months doing other things, but when it comes to the mountain, it comes to winter, you know who you're looking for. The excitement, the views, the feeling, just the, you know, the aura that's in the air just from everybody's stoke levels and smiles, and it's family tradition, you know, it's like a family reunion. That's exactly what it's like, and there's nothing more exciting than that.
Come in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, come on, dude. Get out. Get out. Get out. No, he goes out. John.
My name is Taylor, and I do this because I enjoy being on the mountain, getting that fresh air. All right, guys, welcome to Vail First Chair Opening. This is Tom, Trailer Man's GoPro camera, and here we are, the first 4. Woo! Vail Beer News! There!
Did get first chair opening line away. That was brutal. that was brutal. It was so cold.
It was like a -40 wind chill at the top. I don't remember. It was like -10.
It was -10 when we got to Lenawee.
We waited like 2 hours.
Yeah. It was -40 at the top. I forgot my goggles, so I wore sunglasses. My eyes started watering like immediately, and it was so cold that they immediately started freezing. So I had to take the glove off and unthaw each eye so I could see to get down.
It's one of the coldest snowboarding days of my life. It's fun to go out the night before and
camp out, hang out with the crew. Opening days in particular, you know, you've been not riding for a few months, and first chair training, yes. Practice being cold a lot, you know, just like get the toes nice and cold, and keeping that way for 4 or 5 hours really helps going into something like this. And you know, just general waiting, you know, maybe go to the post office and wait for a while, or like show up to the grocery store 3 a.m., wait for them to open. Some of my best friends, I have really good friends from before snowboarding was this big a part of my life, but once, you know, snowboarding really became like the focal point of my life, then all of my friends revolve around it. So the guys that I live with are, you know, people that I met through snowboarding and that I snowboard with regularly. And the guy that's interviewing me, I live in his house. So we live a really cool life. It's really fun, really exciting, but it's also a lot of work to snowboard as much as we do. It takes a toll on you. You know, you gotta ride when you wouldn't want to, or most people wouldn't go. It's not always easy, but it's 100% worth it.
There's Anthony Ugaldi. My nickname is Ant, Big Ant. Some people think they're coming super early and they just don't quite get there early enough. If you don't make that first four, you miss out and you take second or third. And then that signifies the start of the season. There's so many dangerous aspects to snowboarding. Part of that is probably left the real involved with it. You're doing things that the majority of the population doesn't do, simply because of the bonds and friendships that I developed and showing up. And that's not even to say it was only the people in that first four, people all the way down the lines, all the faces I met, and I see them all over other mountains. I'm like, I remember that guy. That's all I got. I just love this sport. I don't think I'll ever give it up. Thanks, Trailer Tom, for the movies you put out.
You're welcome, sir.
The shots you take, they're pretty epic. You definitely gotta check this man out. He's one of a kind. I couldn't imagine a better friend.
Because you're Tom. You're Trailer Tom, man. I look up to you. You're a Summit County legend.
Alright, so I got the nickname Nate the Lifty. I was a lifty at Mammoth Mountain, where I got this lift crew hat, and as you can see, it's mine.
Right there.
It's mine. We would load one person to go to the top. That top person had until 10 minutes before we opened to get everything set up. This included signage. So in California, you have to have bull wheel flagging, you had to have unload signs, you had to have snowmobiles, cats, maybe in operation signs. You had to have clear the lift, the unload zone, all this stuff. We had benches and trash cans and everything like that. We also had an emergency stop button. All of this had to be set out 10 minutes before we opened. And then at that point, the top operator would call Mountain Ops and say, we are ready to open, do we have permission? Mountain Ops would give that person permission, and then they would call the bottom to open. That is the protocol for opening a lift. When A-Basin opened this season, I actually got 4th chair, but I didn't have an A-Basin pass. So I used my Icon pass, and it turns out that I was the first Icon pass scanned this season. And so they gave me this buff, as well as a beanie. I got a little handwritten note that told me that I was the first Icon pass. It was a lot of fun.
We have a whole team that allows us to be in that position. So it might be lots of groups of friends, chair 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah,
all holding it down.
No, 100%. And like we showed up, I want to say around 4 to A-Basin opening day, and you guys had been there for, what, 48 hours at that point? But we showed up around 4 a.m. the morning of, and we lined up right behind you guys. I remember chatting with you and Nate Dogg and Chado, and just like trying to keep you guys alive, you know, trying to keep the spirits high, like, guys, we're about to do it, you know, we're here now, like, it's go time. And you know, I think it helped, you know, a little lift of the morality, you know, a little lift of spirits. And when you're camping that long for something as serious as first chair, like, you can get in your own head. So when the boys show up and can kind of cheer you on, I get it, and I respect you guys so much for it. So the little help that, like, me showing up and trying to give you guys, lift your spirits a little bit, you know, it was a lot of fun. Showed up to A-Basin opening day. The vibe was immaculate. The stoke at that point is just so high. of just everybody just wanting to be on snow. You know, there's a lot of fun things to do in the summer, you know, skateboarding, wakeboarding, all that's a great time, but like for me personally, I live to snowboard. The opening day just allows everybody to bring that energy together, and you've got hundreds of people just so stoked to ride as little snow as there is, you know, but everybody's so happy with it because it means they're back. You'll find where you belong in this community, whether it's backcountry, big mountain, park, groomers, you know, like everybody's got their own style. You know, there's a lot of big park riders that think that riding groomers is stupid, but then you've got people that rip groomers that think riding park is stupid. And then you've got the big mountain dudes that are like, why are you guys even on resort? There's so much to it. You will find your part of where you belong in this community. You just have to stick to it.
Dustin at But Loveland. We're getting ready for opening day tomorrow. Lifts are turning at 8:30.
Powder day, opening day, here we go.
Well, obviously opening day, we've been waiting all summer, getting the urge to snowboard to shred. So being one of the first people down, you're gonna obviously get some of the best conditions as well as the bragging rights to be like, yeah, I was one of the first this season. You get to be in the newspaper. It's always a good time, but really the idea is, you know, get to the mountain and get your legs back underneath you. Put in that much needed early season days, so when that nice first POW day of the season shows up, you have strong legs to rip it all day instead of being tired after 2 or 3 runs. At Eldora, had my first ever first chair. Had me hooked.
What kind of preparation do you do leading up to an event like first chair on opening day?
Make sure the camera batteries are charged. You know, making videos, gotta make sure the cameras are ready. Check the weather, you know. Going out there pretty early, could be very cold, so layer up and be ready. And the other thing is make sure Trailer Tom is going to be at the same chairlift with me so we can have a really good time. The dudes that pushed to the front of the line that showed up way too late, but they want to get the guts, the glory, like, I'm sorry, but put in the work. You don't get the glory if you don't put in the work. If you're not showing up the day before and sleeping in your car or sleeping in front of the lift like Tom, then you don't deserve to be on the chair. No swing, like crawling up, like, how many's up here? 3? Can I jump up? Like, don't be that dude.
Nico Rabushka. Pretty much just ever since I touched foot the first time on a snowboard, I was in love with it. So opening days, you know, people have had the summer off, depending where you're from, could be a long time, like half a year or maybe just a few months, also depends on the snow, but people that love snowboarding just really, really miss it during the summer. Like for me, it's all I think about, and even like a month before I know the opening day is coming, I've got all my stuff laid out and I'm ready to go. So when it does come, you know, everyone's just as stoked as you. So when you get out there, you see some familiar faces, you're back on snow, even if it's just one little run, it doesn't matter. So the opening days are the best because everyone's just so stoked to be out there and ride again.
So now you've done a first chair on opening day at Mountain High, correct?
Yeah.
Describe that experience.
So since it's a pretty small and local resort, it's pretty chill compared to most of the opening days videos. You know, no camping out, none of that stuff. You kind of just roll up to the mountain. They have breakfast and stuff a couple hours before. You get there like 2 hours before. Hang out with some of the homies, you know, maybe get in line an hour before, 45 minutes, some super chill stuff. And you're just chatting for a little bit and get on the chair and make some fresh turns. Even, like I said, white ribbon of death, or as Tom has taught me, the white ribbon of life. It's a great feeling to be the first person out there making wide open turns with no one in front of you.
Today is closing day at Arapahoe Basin for the 23-24 season. World famous Black Mountain Express. We got Disco Darren already in line to be first chair on closing day.
Well, Tom, you taught me well.
Got to get here early, buddy.
What the hell? You kidding me?
That's the problem. Sometimes they say if you scan it too many times, then it stops you.
Lifeguard on duty. Yep.
Hey, thanks for coming out today.
Of course. Thanks for doing this for us. All your hard work.
You guys enjoy.
Will do, sir. Yeah, Sean! Ow! The build-up of the next season is intense, so we like to keep snowboarding in the summer at Mount Hood, Oregon. As the summer sun shined bright over the majestic peaks of Mount Hood, I found myself in a familiar yet exhilarating setting. The snow had long melted from the slopes, closing the resorts around Summit County, Colorado, but the spirit of snowboarding remains alive and well year-round. You can't have an opening day without a closing day. The off-season period is a time of anticipation, planning, preparation, and a bit of creative fun as we awaited the next winter and the coveted future first chair on opening day. Mount Hood, with its towering presence and year-round snow, becomes our playground. The summer months offer a unique opportunity to keep riding the hill with fellow snowboarders. One of the most memorable moments of this summer was the creation of our unique step-up jump. It wasn't just any jump, it was a testament to our creativity in attempting a summer pool party. We decided to build a jump where the landing was a kiddie pool filled with water. The idea was as crazy as it was exciting, and it perfectly captured the playful spirit of summer snowboarding. This summer at Mount Hood wasn't just a break from the quest for the first chair. It was a reminder of why we chase it in the first place. Our thoughts and conversations turned to the upcoming season. The anticipation built with each passing day, and the excitement for the first chair on opening day grew stronger. But until then, we had our memories of summer at Mount Hood, a great way to pass the time and celebrate the fresh season that will soon be upon us, and the chance at another first chairlift ride of the upcoming season.
Tom slept on the ground, in the snow, in the sleeping bag. We came back, he's buried in snow.
Mindset in first chair is all will be destroyed if they get in front of me. Got to be the first, got to get there. If we're going for first chair, show up early, be the hardest worker, and you'll get it. TT119 showed up for LDOH. This is Tom's main character in his movie PinPin 20 Battle for First Chair. All right, Tom. TT119, do you have a name for the sequel of PinPin 21 or for PinPin 21?
Possible names are the Battle for Last Chair or Second Chair Nightmare.
You're watching A-Dogg. Little winter forecast for you. I believe we're gonna have a lot of snow and a lot of first chairs in our future.
Good night, Nate.
Good night, trailer.
I'll join you soon, Nate.
And did a frontside 3 and landed in the flat down here and exploded, and everybody on the chairlift was hooting and hollering and cheering as I exploded in this hole and couldn't get up and get going. But there to there, just
okay though.
Yeah. But I was probably
I'll never forget
20 years old.
Hope you enjoyed our little history lesson, some of their old footage. Nate, anything for the outro of the movie?
Outro of the film. Tom and I have been talking about getting old and having fun and history and whatever. What you gotta remember is any day you can be on hill to make these sweet turns and maneuvers is huge. If you can get a sunny day with a view like this, turns with friends, as the Russian said, 200 years of snowboarding on a chairlift, that's insanity. But building those friendships and bonds and smack talking and remembering these stories, that's what makes your history. I don't know, they're playing footsie over there. But yeah, memories, Jeff Meyer, Ryan Knapton, myself, Trailer Tom, all shredding together, 1997 on. So 30 years of friendship and views and smiles. That's what it's about.